Now I want to talk about the blame game, right? Now we all know that we have a less and less percentage of people getting married, right? But we do have a high percentage, especially in the black community, of people having kids out of wedlock, especially women, right? A lot of women having kids out of wedlock. There is no moral fabric of the community anymore, because a lot of the women have chosen to start families before they even have a family, you know? And what happens is you have women who have kids right when they're teenagers, okay? Then once they're out of high school, adulthood is waiting for them. They have to pay bills. They have to take care and have responsibilities. They're basically become their mother. And it's very difficult for them because then they're trying to maintain a relationship with a guy that really ain't trying to be no settled down family. So she has to raise this kid on her own. But then she goes, she meets another guy, has a kid with him. And that's during her best years physically, right? So when she gets to a point to where she's older and a bit more mature mentally, physically, she's not as appealing as she once was. So she still thinks that she has those same options, and she really doesn't. Those options are gone. And then you have particular females that will play the blame game with men who, they're not even with. Like y'all saw the video. I even did a response to it. Not that video, but to an article. But there was a female, she was ranting and raving in a video in her car about how she can't find the man that she wants, okay? Now, that's key. The man that she wants, okay? Now, unfortunately, you have this mindset, women, man. They think they're supposed to have the best of everything, and that's just not the case, especially when there's more of you than us. So a lot of women end up either just settling for being baby mamas, being somebody's side piece, because they're not getting anywhere. They're not getting anywhere fast. And it's due to the decision that they continuously make, the guys that they continuously choose, and they have no accountability for that. It's always on to the next guy, on to the next guy. Even though that relationship fails, on to the next guy. That situation fails, on to the next guy. That mindset just doesn't work because you're putting mileage on yourself, and you're basically dating the same type of guy,
Most abortions come from.
Now we know that we have in the community. Now, in a lot of different communities, let me just say a lot of different communities. Now more than ever, we have a lack of masculine leadership. And I think that when women cannot find masculine leadership, they will look for masculinity in the wrong places. Like they'll look for masculinity in a street dude, right? They'll look for masculinity in a pimp, right? They'll look for masculinity in entertainers, and it never really works out because it's lacking in masculine energy. A lot of these males, especially these Gen Zers and some of these millennials, a lot of these guys are lacking that masculine energy. They're very feminine, Just look how they act on social media. I remember I saw a fist fight between Rico Reckless, right? He's a rapper, I believe, from Chicago. And him and this dude was, I guess they were fighting. It looked like two women, playing tap with each other. And I'm like, what is this? Like, you got females that throw harder fists than these guys, man. And that's like the reversal of masculine and feminine energy. Years of single parent household and conditioning, tearing down masculinity. It goes on today. You see it every day on social media. They're constantly tearing down masculinity, calling it toxic. But women are attracted to masculinity. I don't care if they're a feminist or not. They had this poll that said that there's a large percentage of feminists that were attracted to conservative men because they saw conservative men as being more masculine because they weren't trying to appeal to a woman. and tell her everything she wants to hear, right? So because of that, they were more attracted than they were to their male feminist allies, these liberal males, And I think people got to look at that, man. Like people got to understand, just because you agree with a woman doesn't mean that she is going to see you as attractive. Okay? She's going to friend zone you because she's going to see that you will do anything to appease her. And you're going to be utilized, as a, utility. You're just going to be used whenever she needs you. But she's going to put you deep in that friend zone freezer, with really no hope of getting out of it. Okay? Unless she's just really in a bad shape and needs some love. And then as long as you're able to at least attempt to fill that void, she's going to welcome you in, because there are women that do fall mentally into like this bad spot where they're just open to loving anybody. And I'm pretty sure some of the women that are listening or may listen know what I'm talking about. Okay. You get into that bad spot mentally. You're kind of depressed. You had a bad breakup and you're just open from love from anybody. So why wouldn't you look to your male friend? I think I told y'all this story about how there was this female that I followed on Instagram years ago. She actually unfollowed me because she's one of these uber religious black women. And I think I put up a post that I think I said it was a meme. It was a meme about not being as religious as her. Come on, this was about 6-7 years ago. But anyway, I was a little mature back then, but whatever. I would do things just to push buttons out. That's me. But anyway, she basically posted on social media about how the dude that she ended up marrying, right, he was in the friend zone for almost 10 years. Now, mind you, she was a single mother when they got together. She had a kid that was about 10 years old. So she was with a whole nother guy while she was friends with this dude. And he got his chance, after being in the friend zone all them years. Some guys are willing to wait it out and fight it out, and women know they can rely on those guys. But I can tell you right now, in the pictures that I saw of them together, she never smiled in those pictures. She never smiled in those pictures. She wasn't happy to be with a guy she settled with. She settled with this guy. Okay? She settled with this guy. And you can tell by the pictures that she was not happy to be with this guy. They were together, I believe it was their wedding reception. The dude is smiling from ear to ear, and she's sitting there not even smiling. I thought that was very weird. But then, because at the time, I didn't really know about what I know now. Okay? This had to be 2013. Might have been early 2013. Which seemed like it was just last year. 7 years ago, almost. And when I saw that, I even knew then, yeah, she settled with homie. And I wouldn't be surprised if they done broke up already. And he tried to keep that together. But see, if a woman doesn't want to be with you, there's nothing you can do. She's just going to leave anyway. Look at the live stream I did the other day about the YouTuber and her boyfriend breaking up, or husband breaking up, excuse me. And how he wanted that to work more than she did. She's ready to leave. A lot of women are ready to be single, but I'm telling you right now, when you become single, it ain't gonna be what you think it is. Ask all these women that are single and they're looking for a quote unquote good guy. Okay, they're looking for a nice guy to settle down with. They're looking for somebody to love them and respect them and want to have a family. You get that and then you throw it away because you want to be an insta thotty. You want to be an insta thotty. You want to be like your single friends who get to fly around and go to clubs and go to concerts and meet rappers, and they want that lifestyle. They don't want to be a stay-at-home mom if they don't have to. even if they got 2-3 kids, even though they said I do because they were ready to not be single anymore. That's the thing with marriage. That's why a lot of men don't care for marriage, because women can opt out anytime they feel like it. A lot of men are not going to file for divorce. These are facts. They're not going to file for divorce. It's very difficult to get a man to file for divorce. So when men make a commitment to marriage, they're going to stick by it as long as they can. A lot of women stay in that marriage for as long as they want to. You know. And I also heard this, like, there are women that are be ready to get out of relationships and marriages because of what goes on in the bedroom. Let me just tell you this, man. Unless you did not get with your spouse before you got married, or even before a relationship, and whatever's going on in the bedroom is bad, obviously you were overlooking it for so long because you were attracted to them. That is why, once again, you cannot be dating somebody just because you're attracted to them. There's a lot of attractive women out here. There's only very few of them that I want to spend time with to be in a relationship with. Because if they are annoying, okay, if they are gold diggers, if they are people who don't believe in a lot of the same things that I believe in, why would I waste my time? I don't care if they're attractive or not. You know? All right, man. Make sure y'all like this stream. There's a lot of attractive women out here, man. You don't have to rush and wife up a chick just because she look good. There's a lot of attractive women out here. You know? And you end up getting with her. You spent all this money on her and time on her and energy on her. You done bought her a ring, and look what happened.
People don't realize marriage is a business.
Absolutely, Abby. Absolutely, it's a business. And women understand it's a business, but there's a lot of men who don't, because they're so quick to try to have what they didn't have growing up. They didn't have a father growing up. They want to be a father to their kids, or they want to have a wife. They want to have the type of family they didn't have. You know what I'm saying? And what they don't understand is, if it goes south, she's going to be looking to get your assets, bro. She's coming right after it. Y'all know I did a video about Jay Cutler. As soon as that relationship publicly ended, she was going right after the money. Even though she claims she has her own. But that's the way of the world these days, you know?
Dark skin tone, raised fist medium.
You know?